Hey everyone, and welcome back to Choose You, the podcast where we dive deep into self discovery, personal growth, and the journey of becoming the best versions of ourselves. I'm your host, Candice, and today we're talking about something I know so many of us have felt at some point in our lives, that unsettling feeling of not belonging. If you've ever felt like you don't quite fit in where you came from, but you also don't fully belong where you are now, this episode is for you. Let's get real, belonging is something we all crave. It's human nature. But what happens when you feel like you don't exist in the in between? When home doesn't feel like home anymore, and the new place, the new phase of life, still feels foreign. Today, I want to unpack this feeling. We'll talk about why it happens, how I've personally navigated it, and how you can start redefining what belonging means for you. Let's start with why it happens. For me, leaving my home country and starting over in the Middle East was a huge shift. I left behind the familiar, family, and a sense of security, but I was also stepping into something new, new opportunities, new experiences. And yet, there was this lingering feeling of being caught between two worlds. I wasn't fully home anymore in the new place I grew up, but I also wasn't fully settled in my new environment. Have you ever felt this way? Maybe you moved to a new country, switched careers, or outgrew old friendships or relationships. It's a strange space to be in, right? Because it's not just about geography, it's about identity. Who am I now? Where do I belong? If this resonates with you, know that you're not alone. So many people feel this, whether they realize it or not. Here's what I've learned: belonging isn't always about a place, it's about feeling at home within yourself. We often think of belonging as external, being part of a community, a culture, a family. And yes, those things matter, but real belonging starts with you. When you know who you are, when you're comfortable in your own skin, when you accept yourself fully, that's when you truly belong. For me, the biggest shift was realizing that I didn't need to fit perfectly into a single space. I could create my own. Maybe belonging isn't about choosing one place over another. Maybe it's about embracing the journey, carrying parts of your past while making space for your future. So, how do we get there? Here's a few things that have helped me, and maybe they'll help you too. Number one, define what belonging means to you. Ask yourself, what makes me feel safe? What makes me feel seen? What do I need to feel like I belong? Number two, build your own community. Your people may not be where you expect them to be. Maybe they're not childhood friends or co-workers. Maybe they're people you meet along your journey. Find those who accept you as you are. Number three, embrace the in-between. It's okay not to have all the answers. It's okay to feel like you don't fully fit in anywhere. Sometimes the in-between is where we grow the most. Number four, be your own home. When you know yourself deeply, when you trust yourself, when you create a life that reflects who you truly are, that's belonging. If you don't belong here or there, maybe that's because you're meant to create something new. Maybe you're not lost, you're just in transition, and that's okay. So if you're feeling stuck, take a deep breath, remind yourself belonging isn't about a specific location. It's about being at peace with who you are, no matter where you are. And trust me, you're not alone in this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you ever felt caught in the in-between? How have you navigated it? Let's continue the conversation. Until next time, remember, you are enough just as you are, and you belong wherever you choose to be.